Throughout combat sports history, there's been one undeniable truth. When the heavyweights throw down, it's not just a fight, it's a collision of titans. Why are heavyweight battles so captivating? Because when massive warriors step into the ring or cage, they bring more than just muscle. They bring terrifying, bone-crushing power. In this world, one punch can change everything. One mistake can end a career. It's not just about victory or defeat, it's about survival. And that's why we can't look away. Today, we're diving into some of the most unforgettable heavyweight showdowns ever. Fights where size, strength, skill, and sometimes pure recklessness created chaos fans will never forget. Buckle up, this is Born to Brawl. Let's start in 2002. Ernesto Mr. Perfect Hoost, a four-time K1 World Grand Prix champion, faced off against Bob Sapp, a hulking 350-pound powerhouse. In their match, Hoost went to work with leg kicks, chopping Sapp down like a lumberjack felling a tree. By the end, the beast overwhelmed the technician. Fans were stunned. The unstoppable legend had been crushed by sheer, reckless force. It was proof that sometimes brute strength can bulldoze the best-laid plans. Fast forward to UFC 218, 2017. Francis Ngannou, the Cameroonian wrecking machine, squared off against veteran Alistair Overeem. Overeem wasn't just experienced, he was a decorated champion with belts in multiple combat sports. But experience doesn't stop a freight train. In the first round, Ngannou unleashed a monstrous uppercut. Overeem's head snapped back violently.
To try to get a matchup with Ngannou! Oh! Goes the Reem! Boom!
A knockout so brutal, it was replayed worldwide on highlight reels.
I mean, just perfect on the chin. Let's take one more look at this left hook. With one shot. That's how scary Francis Ngannou is. I mean, that's...
Just like that, Ngannou's name was etched into heavyweight legend. It was a reminder. The heavyweight division doesn't forgive. One clean shot and it's lights out.
The Predator Ngannou!
Back to K1, 2007. Moroccan bad boy Badr Hari took on Dutch giant Semi Schilt, a towering 6'11" four-time K1 champion. Hari was known for aggression and knockout power, but Schilt was a master of calm, precise destruction.
There's the left hook! Badr Hari like a house on fire!
Early in the fight, Hari swarmed Schilt, firing punches and low kicks.
6'6", high left round kick from Semi, and Badr.
But Schilt weathered the storm, keeping his distance, jabbing, and waiting. By round two, Schilt's devastating knees began landing, and a crushing knee to Hari's ribs finished the fight.
It's over! That's good night, Irene! That's good night, Irene! A powerful champion in Grand Prix history now holds the record for the fastest ever Grand Prix victory. In fact, he has smashed it. Man is a monster. We've been saying it for years. The most effective tournament fighter.
It was a showcase of what happens when size, skill, and patience combine, and a harsh lesson for Hari. Let's jump to 2013 UFC. This was a real-life David vs. Goliath, though here, David was a 260-pound Samoan. Mark Hunt, the Super Samoan, faced Stefan Struve, a 7-foot-tall Dutch skyscraper. Struve tried to use his massive reach, peppering Hunt from the outside. But Hunt, famous for walking through fire, slowly closed the distance. By round three, Hunt landed a thunderous left hook that shattered Struve's jaw, literally breaking it. Struve collapsed, and Hunt raised his hands.
The fight still goes on, and now Herb Dean steps in. And perhaps Mark Hunt thought the fight was over. He backed off, but then Herb Dean... You know, he's so famous for that, the old knockout and walk away. He's done it so many times.
It was a chilling reminder that no matter how tall the giant, one clean punch can bring him crashing down.
Mark Super Samoan High.
UFC 156 gave us another shocking upset. Antonio Bigfoot Silva was a massive underdog against Overeem. For 2 rounds, Overeem controlled the action, taunting Silva, landing strikes and smirking. But in round 3, Bigfoot unleashed hell. A savage right hand rocked Overeem, and Silva went full berserker, pounding him until Overeem collapsed.
Right hand, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's out. Sensational. Again, right hand, uppercut, right hand.
Silva stood over the fallen champion, roaring like a victorious beast. It was one of the UFC's most dramatic comebacks, and proof that in heavyweight fighting, no lead is ever safe.
He's out. Sensational knockout.
Now let's talk about one of the craziest freak fights ever. Hongman Choi versus Mighty Mo. Choi, a 7 feet 2 inches Korean giant, towered over the 5 feet 8 inches Samoan slugger. At first, Choi's jabs and long-range strikes kept Mo at bay, but Mo waited patiently, looking for his chance. In round 2, he found it. Mo exploded with his signature overhand right, landing flush on Choi's jaw. The towering giant crashed to the canvas. And the crowd erupted.
신장 리치를 건너뛰는 저 무지막지한 핵펀치가 바로 얹히면서 이건 뭐 트럭의 충돌하는 느낌이겠죠.
Sometimes it's not about how big you are, it's about how hard you can hit.
강력한 한방이었. 마이티 모. 자.
Back to Bob Sapp, because no list of heavyweight chaos is complete without him. In 2003, Sapp squared off against Mirko Krokop Filipovic, a Croatian sniper famous for his devastating left high kick. The size difference was massive. Sapp, 350 pounds. Krokop, just over 220. But Krokop wasn't intimidated. Early in the fight, Sapp charged in. Krokop calmly countered with a brutal left hook to the body. Sapp crumpled, clutching his ribs, and the fight was stopped in seconds. Precision had conquered power. In this division, it's not just about who's the better fighter, it's about who can survive, who can endure, who can deliver the final decisive blow. These giants don't just fight for victory. They battle for legacy, for respect, for the right to be remembered as the biggest, the baddest, the most fearsome. And that's why we love watching them. If you enjoyed this episode of Born to Brawl, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and ring the bell so you never miss another trip into the world of heavyweight carnage. Trust me, the next clash might be even wilder. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned.